Hello, I'm Mr. Fenris. And in this video we are getting in touch with another top 5 best mobile fighting games you can play in 2022 on your smartphone. If you didn't find the right game, you can watch the other 2 top fighting games videos on my channel. The link to the gameplays presented here are in the description, next to the details about each individual game. So let's get started. 5. Street Fighter 4 Mobile. Street Fighter 4 is the latest in a long line of Capcom classic games that came from the past to the mobile platforms. This game offers a deep gameplay, varied game modes and a satisfying online experience. When you enter for the first time, you will be greeted by an intro that introduces you to the story of the game, after which you will have to set your controls according to how you want. Once you're done, you'll enter the game menu, which is pretty well structured, offering a good UI experience. Controls are perfectly adapted to touchscreen smartphones. On the left-hand side of the screen, you'll find the virtual stick. And in the right side you can see the action buttons. By making different combinations between the 2 controls you can make different abilities unique to each hero. In the right part you can see next to the life bar, another bar that charges during the match. After all 4 are charged you will be able to give a ulti that will put the enemy to the ground, and a large part of the damage will be taken away. In conclusion, the game is a very good fighting game, and you can buy it for $5 and you will get a fully realized mobile port of Street Fighter, with an abundance of characters and game modes to choose from. All that, and you also get a really well done online matchmaking experience. And, perhaps best of all, the game features no ads. What a concept! A mobile game without a plague of advertisements. That alone might justify the cost. 4. Shadow Fight 3. In Shadow Fight 3, you will discover the great and exciting world of Shadows, where new adventures and battles are always waiting for you. You play a hero who has to prove himself against strong enemies and enemy factions in a divided world. To do well in duels and shadow battles, choosing the right equipment and weapons is crucial. Equip your hero, choose a side and choose one of 3 different combat styles to defeat as many enemies as you can. When you first enter this game, you will need to customize your appearance as you wish, from gender to face type and hair color. After that you will be presented with an intro video that will show you the story of the game. After which you will enter your first match as a tutorial. As you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll find the virtual stick, which is very well optimized, and on the right side you'll be able to see 3 action buttons. There is also a very good equipment system, being an RPG game. The game focuses a lot on both multiplayer matches and story mode. In conclusion, this game has extraordinary graphics, being a very well-known and adored series by a large number of people. 3. Real Steel World Robot Boxing. In Real Steel World Robot Boxing, you will be using various robots to fight against fellow robots in the boxing ring. As of now there are a total of 24 robots divided into 4 tiers. Each tier represents the base strength of each robot. 1 ST tier robots will have no chance against 2nd tier robots even when fully upgraded. During fights you will be using a virtual controller on the bottom of the screen, with movement buttons and 4 other buttons, which are light attack, heavy attack, block, and special attack. Light and heavy attack buttons can be combined with movement buttons to change their attack, resulting in a total of 8 normal attacks and 1 special attack variation. This system is quite common in mobile fighting games, but the combat in this game is designed beautifully, and is very fluid and challenging. In conclusion, this game has very good graphics and is really worth giving it a try. 2. Fighting X Layer. Right now, Fighting X Layer Alpha has 4 playable characters and only 1 stage and 1 mode. That's not exactly a big fighting game. Not only that, but the 1 mode is a rush mode, where you take out as many enemies as you can in a row. You don't get on-screen buttons for this. Instead, you get an auto combo you can tap out, ending in a super if you have the meter for it. But you actually get a shocking amount of control over your characters. Through swipes on the touch screen, you can still dash in and out, jump, and block. So you get everything you need to play the fundamentals of a fighting game. At the end, the game seems to need more updates that will surely come. Instead, the graphics are very good and worth trying. 1. Metal Revolution. Metal Revolution is a pretty good-looking, minimalist, and cyberpunkish robot-themed arcade fighting game developed by Next Studios and Carcade. It essentially looks like a reskin version of the Street Fighter games but with robots, better graphics, and a couple of different gameplay features. Despite being in closed beta, the game looks like it's finished and ready to hit the game stores. Like mentioned earlier, the game is a fighting game with robots in place of fighters who take part in the best of 3. Person who wins 2 rounds in a match wins 1v1 knockout matches. There are various special attacks, offensive and defensive moves the player must master to become a pro fighter. The controls are decent and clean while being easy to get used. On the left-hand side of the screen you'll find the virtual stick, and on the right side you'll be able to see 5 action buttons. At the end I can say Metal Revolution is a really good fighting game that's worth playing. Anyone who's played games from the extremely popular Street Fighter series will definitely note features from that game appearing in this title as well. But Metal Revolution does add its own game style to it as well.